All right, and I am live, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening on the East Coast of the United States. It is, let's see, 7:46 p.m. on the East Coast. 6:46, I guess. I don't know. So I'm trying to get my AC cranking here. 100 degrees in Yuma. And just like that, we have a mission accomplished today. How you doing, Scottish Jen? Nice to see you. We've got Quirky Gal, Jacqueline. You see Jackie. How you doing, Jackie? Let me make sure this is advancing. Hello, Nature Man, Christine, my girl from Flint. Hippie, nice to see you. Chat's moving quick here. I'm doing good, Joe Smith. It's kind of with a mixed feeling in my heart today that I leave the Los Algodones and the Yuma area. How you doing, Jasmine? I want to try to say hi to everybody. Survivor, thank you for the kind comment on my Mexicali video. If you guys haven't seen it, the ghosts of Mexicali, you can certainly tell it's a different feel than Tijuana. How you doing? What is that, matey? How you doing? How you doing, Friction? Nice to see you in the chat this afternoon and this evening. 100 degrees at game time here in Yuma tonight. Nice to see you, Winky. And yeah, it's kind of when you come to an area and you've been kicking around so long in Mexico and you're so well known on the streets of Los Algodones, you almost feel like you're leaving a lot of friends there. So it's kind of a mixed feeling. Hey, Andrew Scott, hello to my future wife. Hey, Quirky, Hot and Riley, 100 is 100 right here. Hey, Patricia. The long road to the Rancho begins tonight. Matt and Eric, how you doing? Best to you and your crew down there. And yeah, you go to an area and you meet people. And let me pull this in closer to me here. Marshall's got his own stuff he's doing this afternoon. When his initial blast of Novocaine wears off, he's probably going to be in a world of hurt tonight. Multiple extractions. He'll tell you more about that. Thank you, Hop Frog. It's not easy. You don't really know what to expect in Mexico. And today there were two different doctors. First thing right off the bat, there was a very specialized oral surgeon that comes in. Not every dentist can do oral surgery, and he had to cut out that wisdom tooth that was growing sideways, and then had to wait about an hour for the regular dentist to clear, and then the other extractions were done today. So yeah, I love my mods. People like Jen here, and Mouse Toes, and Kim C, and JK NoCow, and Oda May. They really do keep things running here. He's got some pain medication. We're gonna try to see what kind of miles we can put down tonight. We want to try to clear San Diego and clear LA. I don't think he's in any shape to be hanging around Pacific Beach, and honestly, I feel like it'd be a little selfish to not get where we're going right now. What about you? How long will it take you to get home? I guess, how you doing, McFly? Thank you for your wonderful comment on the Ghost of Mexicali video. I really appreciated that today. Thank you. I was very honored you took time to watch that video, as many of you have done now. You can see that Mexicali is a totally different feel. It feels like a scruffy, scary kind of place to be with, military guys on the street and all that. So Yeah, catch up. Let's see. There's Winky. My Winky's in the chat there. Is Tara in here? I guess I missed Tara here. Let's see. Hey, Celeste, how are you? I got Eclectic Domestic here. And I don't know. I guess I didn't see Tara here. Tara, if I missed you, I apologize. Announce yourself and be known. He's right now. He's in the post numbing. You know, he still has the effects of that, so he's feeling very giddy that everything is done. But I imagine he'll be in a world of pain by about midnight tonight. Yeah, somebody said hi, Tara, in here, so I don't know. I didn't put highlights in, and just just hanging around Los Algodones. I'm gonna miss the people there. They treated us like royalty down there. Calling Marshall Elvis on the streets, and me Chiquititas Grande, big titty girl down there. And is Dee in here? You see, hey, there's Dee. How you doing, Dee? And Dee, don't deprioritize me. How you doing, Dee? Nice to see you. Very honored to see you here today. I went to sleep. How you doing, Chairman of the Board, the one and only Canadian Clipper Norm F. Nice to see you. Hope you make it back to the Rancho safe. I think you should lose Elvis on the way there. Thank you, Nathan. How you doing, sweetheart? How you doing, cute kitty? I'm having fish sticks tonight. Yeah, how you doing, Sig? What's going on? I'm glad you're working hard. I'm glad that you have goals in mind. And I'll have much more to say about the Mexican experience, and especially as pertains to dental. Because the guy that came in and did the oral surgery this morning spoke absolutely perfect English. He was as professional. And in about 15 minutes, he had that baby extracted, and then the regular dentist did the other extractions today. I'm very impressed. I sat next to a woman that drove all the way from Sacramento to come down. She lives in part-time in San Rafael, where I did live streaming there the 420 day on April 20th, where 420 was born. And her daughter was in there getting dental work done, and the people have just saved thousands and thousands of dollars going down here. The work that Marshall had done, multiple crowns, multiple extractions, deep cleaning, the surgical excision of the wisdom tooth, no doubt he would have been in the $7,000 to $8,000 range in the United States, but I think he came in under $2,000 for everything. It was very professional. I also had the benefit, McFly, of sitting next to a guy that was the mailman in Los Algodones from 1975 years old, from about in the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, and the stories he was telling me about how the town changed in the 1960s. They used to have 200 bars, women everywhere on the streets, and how it totally changed into a medical service community. The standards are high. I mean, the word is out. Okay, then and everybody you talk to, you're walking down the street talking about how much they saved. Yeah, it's nice to see Dee in here today. Animal doctors beware. This guy's this oral surgeon's professionalism was top flight, as was his endodontist and dentist was outstanding. Took an hour to compile all the stuff needed to be reimbursed partially by insurance. Very professional operation there. Let's see. Hey, Red Pill, what's going on? What has closed a lot of bars here is the smoking ban. Yeah, I think so. About half of them. Well, D, you ought to really make your way south of the border, and I say that with a lot of confidence now, having seen it myself. The professionalism, the work that they do down here. You know, you go to a dental college and they're really going to do extractions, and if they have community outreach clinics, they're going to just be basic triage work done. They're not going to do a lot of cosmetic stuff. So, just telling you that you need not have any fear down in the dental community down there is outstanding. It's a well-oiled machine now. They have a whole process. And I saw it. I examined that whole process. I walked miles along those streets. I checked out a lot of dental places. I talked to a ton of people that have been going in for years getting that done. Hey, how you doing, Katie? Nice to see you. Sneaking a peek while on break. There you go. Nice to see you. They're banning vapes here. Pricing on the dentist was very good. The work that would have been $7,000 to $8,000 in the United States came in well under, I think all told, well under $2,000 for all that work. I feel good about having come down and doing what I can to push things along. Otherwise, Marshall would have probably been sitting down here through the whole month of October, and it's tough to be down here. Hey, Susie, and you don't want to dissipate your money. You want to use the money while you have it. The people have been kind with the people that support him and things, and the AdSense that he earns was able to expedite that process. I'm definitely going to miss Mexico, Susie, but I've already kind of laid in my plans depending on how Missy Jenn is, and of course she remains my top priority. I'm going to dedicate it a lot of the time between now and over the holiday season to spend some good quality time with her and to make sure that she is happy. She seems very happy in my talks with her and everything, and she's really enjoyed. I'm not sure, hippie. But I can tell you after the holiday season, God willing, and we've gotten all the enjoyment out of the holidays, that I'm quite sure Missy Jenn will be glad to say bye, have a good trip, and we will be going down the Baja Peninsula there and doing all those towns down there. Yeah, Vegas bound soon. Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting Four Scores and Line Screw. I think Mr. Dirty will probably pop up too in Las Vegas. So it's going to be an interesting trip. But my top priority getting back next Tuesday, Missy Jenn has her infusion. So I need to be up and out at 5 a.m. and on the road and making sure this is her third year being infused. And she's had very good results on that. So I wouldn't be able to do what I do without the quality of medical care that he had. All fixed up. Yeah. I mean, the pain, when you have wisdom teeth that are growing in sideways and, it's something that's going to be painful and it's not going to fix itself over time. So having that done today was a relief. I know nobody likes to lose teeth, multiple other extractions today. It's not a happy thing to lose your teeth, but he was able to get, I think, a total of 4 crowns and save at least some of his teeth there with, I think, a very good doctor. Time will tell. The only slip I saw was a little bit of color mismatch on the last crown that he had, and the doctor knocked something off. Sorry about that. It knocks off once in a while. You can't really see it from the front. Your lips and your side of your cheek are covering that up. So he mentioned that, and the guy knocked off. Yeah, well, I'm telling you, hipster. How you doing, sweetheart? Nice to see you, hipster. You can look at my videos from last April. I lost the crown. Okay? First the ceramic had come off of it, and I looked like something out of James Bond, like Jaws, right? I had a metal cap on my tooth. The damn metal cap came off one day in April. I glued it back on with Gorilla Glue. I know your guys are going to be like, oh my God, you know, I'm ghetto, right? I mean, I just go out to the workshop. I grab the ghetto glue. How you doing there, Joey? Joey D in the chat. I go in and I grab the Gorilla Glue and I glue that MF down. And it lasts about 2 weeks. And then one day I'm having a piece of leftover roast beef in the kitchen. And I'm like, this feels weird. And I'm like, where's my cap? And I'm looking around the floor. I'm looking around the counter. And it suddenly dawns on me, I've swallowed my cap. Okay. How you doing, JK? I've swallowed my cap. Okay. That set off a 2-month dental nightmare. I went to see my dentist. He's like, oh, not only do you need to have a new crown done on there, you need another root canal, and you're gonna need work done on that tooth. And for the next 2 months it was agony. Okay, you remember the dentist, my endodontist, said they wanted to pull the tooth, and my endodontist is like, it's going to take heroic dentistry to save that tooth. Well, my Chinese dentist performed heroic dentistry, and I'm sitting here 13 months later or whatever with my teeth still intact and good. Now that cost me out of my own pocket with insurance $4,000. 2 root canals, 2 crowns, cleaning and a filling, $4,000 out of my own pocket. He got 4 crowns, 2 extractions, 1 surgical, oral surgeon had to come in and do it this morning, and fillings and deep cleaning, all of that for under $2,000. Had I had to do that in the U.S., I would have been $8,000 to $10,000 out of my own, $8,000 to $10,000 out of my own pocket. That's why I tell D, at least go down and investigate and at least check it out. You're working hard for your money now, and you know we're good friends, and I wouldn't give you a bum steer. And I'm telling you, as much time as you're down in Arizona and the Southwest, you only need to go over there with a driver's license, and it's no issue at all. People are doing it all the time there, and you know, and the results are good. There's people streaming over that border, even in the heat of 100-degree days down there. They're getting the work done. The offices are air conditioned. They have nice staff. They have good-looking equipment. Everything is individually packaged. All the instruments for every patient. They open up the new package. The tip of a root broke off. Yeah, that's a drag. Yeah, I swallowed my cap. God knows where that went. That sucker. How you doing, Shell? I can't really see your Carmu. We're leaving Yuma tonight. It's going to be another demanding trip, another climb out of the Yuma Valley over here to the desert, back up to I-5. It's going to be that 11-mile climb again. And then we also have to go through Los Angeles tonight and make our way over the Grapevine, which is another really sustained climb out of the Los Angeles area. So, and then somewhere along the way we got to find, that's going to be a 400-mile journey tonight. So I'm sure I'll be live. Yeah, I swallowed the Gorilla Glue, the whole shooting match with it. Where'd my cap go? Oh shit. Smoke a little weed, yeah. So we're going to be putting it in gear out of Yuma at sunset today, and altogether I make it like a 650-mile journey, something like that. Going to try to knock off 400 miles today. Yeah, well, insurance, actually, here's the amazing thing. The insurance will end up covering 1/3 of that cost. And the doctor filled out a very professional claim form. He attached had before and after X-ray pictures to demonstrate that the work had been done. So, it's going to come in just over $1,000, which is amazing. Good morning, host. New friend from Hong Kong. There we go. From Shanghai. Be careful over there. A lot of stuff's going on right now. My old Hong Kong friends down there. 1/3, it does add up, especially when you're living on peanuts and stuff. So at the current time. So I think it's a very good outcome. So I would encourage Dee or anybody that needs dental work. Like I said, I sat next to a woman from Sacramento, drove straight through all the way from Sac, just drove her car right across the border. She's like, oh, you don't need Mexican insurance. It's like a border town, and they have some special, if you're doing dental or something like that, they waive the need to have dental. We're done in Mexico. Yeah, we are done in Mexico. Yeah, they do implants. Yes, they do. An implant, I think, will run $1,500 versus $4,000 to $5,000 in the United States. So a lot of people get implants done, and now it's a pretty routine procedure. When you say Phil, it reminds me of Mama Bear. Any pickle will do. I'm not too picky. There we go. Will Rosie go back with Dee to have his done? Yeah, I think if Dee was down in that area, yeah, I'd probably go back down again. So, let's see. Everybody speaks English in the town. Hello, Lavender. How are you? Nate Detroit, nice to see you. Yeah, they do the implants. They do the whole thing. I'm going home, Jay. I'm heading home. I can't wait to put it in gear tonight. As the sun is setting in the west, we will be heading westward. Once again, going over the pass, skirting northern San Diego, up through La Jolla, and up to Irvine, through Irvine, Anaheim, Los Angeles, and right on over down the Grapevine into the Central Valley of California there. I guess I think I got a prospective place to boondock picked out tonight, so you can always go to a dental school. Yeah, I don't know, hipster. See if dental schools are doing that kind of thing. It's like usually now dentists, third-year dentists after dental school will apprentice themselves through a fellowship program to do cosmetic dentistry. I know of no clinic in California that will do cosmetic dental work for people. They do the community triage stuff of having community clinics for fill and pull. No, I don't want to have any chickens. I'm too mobile. And Missy Jenn is allergic to. I'm not sure where Yujiro is. I haven't seen him in a while. I'm here. I'm going away for a while. Metal. I can't talk about it right now because the white coats are coming. Just want to say I love you and thank you for being you. You're very welcome. Well, I hope they treat you gently. Yeah, he should be okay to drive tonight. Yeah, he has gauze packed in his mouth and everything like that. So the world over time will get around how cheap it is and force price to go because of demand. Just watch. Well, the funny thing in there, Brandon, is that more dentists set up shop there. So supply is definitely rising to meet demand on a daily basis. It almost seems like you got doctors now that live in Yuma that practice over the border in Los Algodones, take advantage of the lower taxation rates and things like that for income earned outside of the United States. So there's still plenty of depth in that. So let's see. I hope he won't drive. No, he's not. He's not. There's no narcotics they give you. They give you like a Panadol, a regular Tylenol. It's not. Yeah, take care, Celeste. They're not giving you narcotics to do that. Drugs are much more controlled than people think over there. So especially when it comes to painkillers and things of that nature. They're not giving you anything over anything that's too up on. We have the DEA has Schedule 1, Schedule 2, and Schedule 3 drugs. Thank you, Joey. Rosie, you look so cute and innocent with your cowgirl hat. You know, people took a picture of me with them down there on the streets. The taco guys, you love narcotics. Woo! Yeah, they do implants. They do the whole shebang down there. They do that. They do the whole shebang. How you doing, Cheryl? Nice to see you. 420 is all person needs. Herbalife. Thank you, Winky. Did you have fun? I did have a good time while I was in Los Algodones. I got treated like a rock star. You had people checking out the YouTube channel, and we just having the time of our life. Having the time of our life. At least I did. I wouldn't want to be doing what he did. I got some great sedation the other day for my mister was sitting on clouds. There we go. I'm happy to keep on grinding, man. Keep on keeping on. It is well deserved. I'm very happy that D is a friend of mine. And I'm very happy that he's putting coin in his pocket now too. And now he has goals. He'd like to get his own grill fixed up and everything. And I would just encourage him. Do the research on dental colleges, and I think you'll come to the same conclusion that I did, that cosmetic dentistry is not something that's ever going to be offered at a dental college. It's usually done when you're paired up in a fellowship program with a cosmetic dentist or somebody like that. But man, the money you can save down there. Now, occasionally you'll see a horror story slips through, but over time, people get more and more reviewed. When you have a base of 100 reviews, yeah, you can muck around with the data. You get up to over 1,000, 1,400, 1,500 reviews as Marshall's endodontist has. Then you really, even the local guys, the guy that was the mailman for Los Algodones was in there with his wife today. This guy was the mailman from the 1960s through the 70s and through the 80s. A Mexican guy, speaks perfect English. Daughter and son-in-law live in San Diego, and he says this guy's like the number one in the town. He is really, really good. Okay, are there shysters in town? Undoubtedly there are, but everything seems to gravitate around the same price point. The same price point down there. Thank you very much, Denise. I appreciate that. It says, I found your channel and it's such a pleasure. Love your content. Bobby! There you go. Bobby's on his way with pizza to the Rancho. It must be Thursday night. Bobby, I'm putting it in gear. Hopefully I'll see you Sunday up on the Rancho there. So yeah, I like the come on in, free world. I like it because D has himself some goals. Would you recommend more? I would exactly recommend his dentist. Hello, my world in OKC. It's an endodontist, and then another practicing dentist with him. Yeah, I'm back over the border. I didn't have any issues with the border. I think Mexico was fantastic, Joe Smith. Everything I ever believed about Mexico was thrown right out the window. Yeah, D is D, right? D's running his program now. I knew he'd be happy getting a van. Yeah, I will, D. I would ask you not to disclose that to anybody, okay? Because Marshall wants to continue getting work done at that office. I can't get your attention. I'm listening, Jack A. Handsome Robert's around, but he knows I'm on the road, so I'm sure I'll see him. He'll have an invite to come down and have a cookout or two. Halloween is coming. I can't wait for Halloween. I'm going home. I'm putting it in gear tonight. Let's see. I'm falling behind in the chat here, so I'm looking forward. Everything I ever believed about safety in Mexico, at least in the border towns, everything I ever believed about dental, everything I ever believed about, and I had good thoughts about the people because I live in a very Mexican area, but my thinking was totally turned around with the experiences that I had down there. So yeah, I'm done with Mexico, only insofar as I've been on the road so long. Remember, I started in Encinitas, and remember hanging out with Tara in Encinitas, and that was a long, gosh, what was that, in early, as soon as I got my van back, like, September 5th or 6th or 8th or something, I was on the road. I've been gone a long time. It's about a 650-mile journey. I can't do it all in one night. No, didn't have to get any traveler shots or for influenza. So much is so, compared to 10 or 20 years ago when I first went into Mexico, you'd be afraid to eat in a Mexican restaurant. Now all these restaurants they all work on bottled filtered water that comes in, and the food is superb in these places because they cater to so many people coming in to visit, and word spreads quick. And now the standards are very high in there for what they're putting out. I did have a passport. I have a limited use passport that's good for 2 years beginning June of 2019, so I'm going to have to get that figured out somehow to make that a 10-year. I don't even know how many days I've been on the road. I think it's, when I got my van back, it was because when they did the programming, they didn't reset that dashboard. So I got it back and it said like January 1st, 2015. Now it says January 23rd. So I want to say 23 days I've been on the road now. He is recovering a bit up the road. Is that Space Ace? How you doing, Space? Time to hit the road. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting out of here. You don't need a passport. A lot of people are passing through there with driver's licenses and stuff. I showed you. Oh, thank you very much, Friction. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Showed a little love on PayPal. Yeah, I'm very grateful. Quite a few people have done that in my travels, and I'm very grateful. Thank you for all the nice comments on the cinematic videos. I finally went live with Ghost of Mexicali today. If you haven't seen that, I ask you to watch that and then contrast that with the Tijuana video, how different it can be. I don't have a room for him, Susie. Yeah, I've saved $2,300 on this trip for hotels, $5,000 on the 44-mile journey. So my whole hotel savings have been approaching $7,500. So this van is literally paying for itself on my travels. I remember. How you doing, Vicky? Nice to see you. Did they open it or let them kick it down? Afraid they will take me to jail. I don't know. Thank you, Jay. I really appreciate that. The guy laying on the side, McFly, that was a small sample. I don't want to overdwell on that. The one thing Marshall was correct about on my Tijuana cinematic video, there were a number of street people out there that were down and out, that were literally wearing rags. And I guess if I was to capture the real totality of Tijuana, I would have put one or two in. I'm not adverse to putting them in. They're on the street as people. But in Mexicali, there were more people face planted on the sidewalks, and in one scene where I walked past this dark, you could see a grill on the side of the building, a metal grill. There were actually guys sleeping up in that area, but I didn't want to put a light on them to show that. So, thank you, William. I appreciate that. And if you've been enjoying the content, I do appreciate the tips. PayPal.me/Rosie O'Kelly. I do appreciate that very much. Taxes are never collected here, but tips are always appreciated, and they help keep the show on the road. Pray for the down and out. I probably have given out $25 or $30 since I've been down here across the border. It's hard for me to say no to anybody that comes up and asks me. There's some very sad people, okay? And there was a guy that's selling honey, bottles of honey. And every day I would see this guy walking the streets. I mean, the guy's like 80 years old. And he just walks every street of Los Algodones. Then at nighttime, you see him at the border. He's standing where the cars line up. He's walking between the cars, trying to sell his bottles of honey. I gave him a 5 spot today for the effort. So, and you pass a lot of people that are asking to have the cup out, and I always try to I take my change, whatever I accumulate today, and hand that out. Yeah, the Mexican honey. I'm not sure if it was a creep. Yeah, it was very creepy, Jay Berlin, doing the ghost video. I don't want to say I was terrified on the streets of Mexicali, but it ain't Tijuana. There was at the church that night, the one scene I showed, there were a lot of chairs sitting outside that were set up. What they were having was a rally, and translated from Spanish in English, it was a night to stand up against corruption. And I asked the person, why are there so many federales here with long arms and fully automatic weapons? And they said, you never know when the cartel might come in here and try to blast some of these do-gooders and make the streets run with blood, as he said. So I'm like, whoa, there was a huge paramilitary presence. The streets are very dark. It was a Sunday night. There wasn't a lot going on down there. So, no, but he was off talking to some locals, that guy that was wandering around. No, he never really left me too far out of there. Marshall's a big talker on the streets. Yeah, MacArthur Park. He's a good information gatherer. I'll tell you, we found out about Rosarita Beach. Johnny Wad's been very helpful with the information he sent, but San Felipe and Ensenada down there. And we gathered a lot of information from people about that go down to the Baja and travel in Mexico extensively and stuff, about whether it's doable, whether it's safe, and all that. Red Pill, they're doing a much better job of wiping them out. I mean, Tijuana is under such a hammerlock of, I never saw such a huge police presence in Detroit or anywhere. I guess Chicago had a pretty huge police presence. They got that thing pretty well knuckled down right now. Okay, nothing was going to come down on the streets over there. Yeah, choice is a small percentage, that's true. Remember, I talked to this mailman today. They do have a small Social Security pension for old age in Mexico, but they have no welfare, they have no food stamps. You either work or you beg or your family takes care of you, okay? And I think for truly disabled, physically disabled, meaning you're missing limbs, or you're just certifiably insane, I think there's pension houses and things that take care of people down there. Okay, and but this guy was telling me all about the transition in Los Algodones from the 1960s to today. People like to talk down there. There's great talkers. Yeah, life is short. That's right. People really need it. So. Well, I'm just saying, when you start giving stuff away for free, then all of a sudden you grow more of what's coming up for the freebies. And I'm not passing judgment on people that, and down or out and need help. But I do know, especially after the Santa Rosa fires, is that the city and the state were giving out so much post-fire aid because so many people had been wiped out, 6,000 homes. There was so many people were instantly homeless in Santa Rosa that they were giving out stuff like crazy. And all these people from the Central Valley, from Northern California, from Southern California, started making a beeline to Santa Rosa and parking their raggedy ass RVs around the area, and they were starting to overconsume the services that were meant for the fire victims. That's what happens. If you're going to give it away, you're going to grow a bumper crop of people that are there to grab it. I think they get help. Yeah, the churches are very big down there. Very big. The church is really the backbone. The Catholic Church down there is still very strong. And that's the funny thing. It's a real dichotomy because you talk to some of the girls and they're like, oh yeah, I always make sure I go to church every Sunday. God love you, honey. God love you. So I've seen what happens when you just willy-nilly give away things. I mean, they were giving away hotel vouchers, and they were finding all these people from Sacramento and Stockton and Tracy and Oakland were all coming up there. They use tunnels, work and collect. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're going to give it away, they're going to be there for it. So I was pretty, excuse me, I had a coffee with cream. I shouldn't do that, but the Mexican coffee is so good. And I've developed this dairy sort of intolerance lately. It causes me to all get gooed up in my throat. Consider getting no, because I had one I just had one in February. I just had a full physical and a chest x-ray and everything, so I'm all good. Well, these, in times of real crisis, they want to give out, they don't even want to try to qualify people. It's just like, worry about it later, just give it out, just get the hotel rooms, motel rooms for people, and then worry about it later. And the word spread like wildfire around California, and it became a huge mess. And e-filter out victims of the fire. Yeah, well, FEMA was in there. They had, I did videos of the FEMA camps that were set up, the travel trailers that were brought in and everything. I covered that fire extensively. For those of you who don't know, my film, The Great Santa Rosa Fire, was nominated and included in the London Independent Film Festival nominations for 2017. I didn't win anything, but yeah, the appointment went really well today, Stephanie. I think he can't really talk too well. He looks like a chipmunk, and there's going to be a lot of swelling over the next couple days. So I don't know how much he'll be live streaming. I'm going to try to live stream. We're going to lose you in the hill climb, but I'll pick you up again on the other side once we get down into the over the crest at 4,400 feet. Pick you guys up, signal permitting, and then we should be good going up the road. I live in the van. Yes, I do. Yeah, between Ayo and Rocky Point. Yeah, they recommend CT. I've only started smoking in June, so they don't even keep statistics on people my age beginning smoking. It's not even statistically ballot. Much love from Ohio, Kyle. How are you? There's an orphanage there. You know, they always follow. I heard that was false. Let's see. What do you smoke? I got these things, these Marlboro Gold from Mexico. They're light, Marlboro lights, and try to keep it under about 10 a day. What do you do for bathrooms and showers? I do Planet Fitness. I thought you owned a home. We should donate money to no. No, I don't take donations. I take tips on what I'm doing. If you enjoy the content, you give a tip. PayPal.me/Rosie O'Kelly. I only started picking it up in June. I figured when I retired, I wanted to start enjoying things. I don't know how long I'll quit. I quit for 30 years before, so I may quit tomorrow. I might quit a week from now. I might quit on December 31st. I don't know. What's up, Almost Uber? Just want to stay healthy. Yeah, I know. No, I started a while ago, Susie. I just don't. I don't go crazy with it. So. No, it was before the hookah, and I thought I'm retired now. I want to just smoke and drink and have a good time. So, yeah, I think for my age group, like I said, they don't even keep statistics on people that smoke at that age. Don't smoke. Quit while you can. Vaping. Oh, a cardiologist said it saved your life. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Kyle. Said you don't look a day over 35. Well, I was flattered. So many people down there wanted to have their pictures. Hey, Chiquita. Hey, Rancho Chiquita. ¿Cómo estás? I like that. Don't leave your phone alone with Elvis when you're live. I hear that. Yeah. Kyle wants to bang. Yay, I get to get banged. Yeah, I'm Irish, German, Spanish, French, and Alsatian. Late to the party. Kim C, bring a note from your other chat room there. How you doing, honey? Nice to see you. Yes, I am Cal Vintage Repair. That's my business. I use my business, I repair vintage audio equipment, and I just use that single PayPal for everything on there. So it'll tell you a little explanation. I'm Cal Vintage Repair if you go to that. So I do appreciate the tips. They've been wonderful on this trip. When you get back to the Rancho, McFly just gets right. McFly gets right to the heart of it, baby. Are you going to go out for Mexican food when you go to the Rancho? I'm burned out on Mexican food. I'm going to be honest, okay? Till I get down to the coastal area of Rosarita, Ensenada, where seafood starts to take over. I'm going to scream if I see one more taco or tortilla or, You're talking about a town that has no McDonald's, no Denny's, no Wendy's, no fast food. Doesn't even have a 7-Eleven down there. Is that Missy Jenn? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Sent $10. I appreciate that. Your tips are really appreciated. I do take, how you doing, Missy Jenn? I do take a lot of time and effort to put some quality videos. Missy Jenn, we're putting it in gear for the Rancho, baby. I appreciate that 1956 record recorder. Yeah, I'm not taking any more things to do. I'm trying to start to get rid of, work down on some things now. I live as a woman full time for years. So, tacos and nacho, crab cakes from Maryland. Woo! Yeah, I'll be able to. He'll only be able to make 35, 40 miles an hour up the grade there. And then we have the big climb over the Grapevine out of the Los Angeles basin there at the Angeles National Forest. That's a heck of a climb. And then you got to really watch your speed coming down. Remember, there's 9,000 pounds on that camper van, and better make sure your brakes are really good on that thing. So it'll be a slow journey tonight. I'm sure we'll be out rolling till well after midnight. Yeah, Jen, if you can pick up some more Thousand Island dressing, I'm going to drown myself in salads for a week, okay? I need to have some salad. I need to have some greens, some vegetables. Really nice to see Missy Jenn. Check out her video today. Check out her Rancho update. Check out all of her stuff. Power down. I got to. Bisex, I just want to know I wasn't trolling, just showing you some love. Oh, thank you, Kyle. That's fine. No problem at all. Hey, Richard Riley, how you doing, sweetie? Make sure you sub up Richard Riley, too, a guy that really knows. You want to talk about somebody who knows LPs, records, and things. This guy's the real deal. This guy's got a top-of-the-line Marantz unit with the best great speakers and one of the most top-flight record collections. He does discussions of records and things. Richard Riley, check him out here. I hope to eventually be able to see him over in Sacramento. I'm not sure if he should be driving or not, but he's not on narcotics. Where do you poop? I poop in either Planet Fitnesses, department stores, you know, whatever I can find around. You know, the bathrooms were very clean in Mexico down there. I haven't had any issue doing number 2 or anything. So, okay, thank you, Jen. It'll probably be Saturday afternoon. We're gonna have it. Jessica Jennifer, how you doing, beautiful? We're gonna have a heck of a night tonight. So, yeah, thanks, but no thanks, Captain Crunch. It's nice to offer it. I'm just trying to work down on. Things. Yeah, he's got a top of the line. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure. Well, they want to know how. Because I don't. I'm an urban van dweller. I'm not out in the countryside. Anytime in any town, there's always a place open. That if you have to do your business, you can do your business. Thank you very much, 50. Not in Walmart. There's no reason for anybody to ever use a Walmart bag, especially when you're an urban van dweller. It's too easy to find. You know, so many places are 24-hour stores, and it's not like I don't give them my patronage either. You know, I'm in there spending money for eats and hygiene products, soap, shampoos, everything like that. So, Buffalo, New York, before in one of your videos. That's where I'm from. If you ever come this way, I'd love to do it. Oh, wouldn't that be awesome, Denise? Thank you. I loved Buffalo. We would Duff's Original Wings up there. We spent time with one of my wonderful subscribers, Bella Rose, up there, and her husband. We got to see Lockport. It was an amazing trip. The wings were the best I ever had in my life at Duff's up there. They were incredible. Yep, I told people where I empty my bowels. Yeah, some are and some aren't, Scott Clark. It depends on the specific mall. Like Indian reservation owned land that shopping centers, they don't allow any overnight parking at all. But other places do, you know, and you can always park on city streets too. Joe Fresno, howdy, yeah. Thank you very much, Maggie. Nice to see you. You're a hoot. I'm hooting today. Bye-bye, Mexico. Hasta la vista, baby. I told that border guy today. Hasta la vista. Like, Rosie. Oh, hurry back, please. We're going to miss you in Los Algodones. Your smile lights up the streets. Oh, man. Yeah, I've been on a reservation, yep. Yeah, that's funny. Julie Bob Wells channel, 75% talking about RV pooping. Yep. I spent a week there 1 year and it's a real pit. Which place was that? Fresno? You had a good friend from Fresno lived down there, and then I got a good friend lives in Clovis, California, which is near there. Yeah, the Charles Manson, the RV community. Yeah, if you want to know how to set up your 5 gallon Home Depot Homer bucket to make it into a crapper, Bob Wells has multiple videos on that, as well as all kinds of tricks for all kinds of videos about doing your business. Said you should poop. That's what I'm saying. That's it. 5 gallon. Put a toilet seat on it and go for broke, man. But let me tell you something, Bob Wells, and you listen good, my friend. I couldn't live out in the desert on BLM land. No, man, I got to be where the action is, where the people are, where the sights to see, the cities, the towns. That's my deal. I'll let you read my book on the urban van dwelling, huh? Stuck in Lodi again. Well, and came back to, yeah, we're talking about poop. Yeah, there you go, Julie. All those changes have come and passed. We'll still love you, yes. I'm not, yeah, I've never had the joy of sitting on a, yeah, there you go, McFly. I've never had the unadulterated pure bliss of sitting on a 5 gallon bucket, and I hope I never have to. Not my deal. Yeah, I'm gonna write a book on that. That food looking right over there. I don't know what that means. That food looking right over there. Yeah, make them pay. I'd like to have a little bit of pizza tonight. That's what I'd like to have. I had spaghetti last night. That was good. I just need to get away from the Mexican food. Oh yeah, there's a sale sign on the, what the heck that is back there? What that is? I don't know, is that a car dealer? Yeah, you know car dealers are always, I think that's a used car lot over there. Car dealers are always having sales. No bottom line today. Oh, the food you had looked good. It was good. I ate well. You could pop into a Walmart and get a couple 58-cent donuts in the morning. Nice, tasted good. Yeah, it's empty calories, but a little bit of sugar bangs in the morning, and that keeps me going all day. Now, what I was going to do, I'm very regretful. I asked the mailman, is there a graveyard near here? And he's like, yeah, you go out B Street and then you take Cemetery Road. It's like a mile outside of town, okay? And, I'm thinking, okay, really, I get past 12th Street, like a first 2,000 feet. And then all of a sudden there's wild packs of dogs running around on the outside of town, and these little bastards look hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like if one of them gets the scent to let's go on attack, they're all going to be in a frenzy, and all my meat and all my silicone is going to be one dog is going to get the silicone parts. So I thought, to be safe, I'll take a taxi ride out there and I'll video the Mexican cemetery. Well, I could not, there's not a taxi to be found in the town of Los Algodones because everything is so compact, right? The dental offices will pick you up at the border, drive you right to the dentist office. There's, walking distance for everything. I would have loved to have gotten a Mexican graveyard for you guys. Yeah, somebody's got to have the silicone, you know. Sorry. Wild dog feeding friendly. Well, I'll tell you, some of these Mexican towns, there's a lot of dogs, just like Mexicali. There's this really rough looking dogs that just run around in packs, and they'll come charging at you and then they'll back off at the last minute. You never know. You never really know what these dogs are capable of, okay? And they all look hungry as can be. They all look hungry, okay? They're like street dogs. Everybody throws them something. Didn't see one rat the whole time anywhere I was in Mexico. Yeah, whole pizza. I did not see one rat. I think I saw one mouse run across the street. Bella Rose, the Queen of Buffalo. Yeah, well, somebody's got to pay the price for emergency rooms, you know. Nothing is free in life. You get bit, better get a rabies shot. Our love don't know from nothing. There we go. Yeah, so I just regret I couldn't get a taxi. Otherwise, those things are on you all that they beep at you at the street. Hola, taxi. Hola, chiquita. Hola. And when you need one, you can't find one anywhere. So that would have been epic. How you doing, Brown Bear Jamboree? I would have loved to have been able to go out to that Mexican graveyard. Now, my friend, and Marshall, our new friend, Border Nomad, and I hope you're subscribed to his channel. Yes, he needs some work on his videography and things. But the guy's not lacking it in balls. He went out at dark last night and walked to a neighboring town. I don't know what the hell it was called. Candelaria, something, Londaria or something, another town about 2 miles down the road, okay? And he got a nighttime view of some Mexican grave down there. And I'll tell you, yeah, I'm heading back to the Rancho starting tonight. And he had a lot of guts to do that walk, okay? I mean, I don't know if I would have done that. Yeah, he'll get better. I just, well, he's, you know, you got to talk. He's a nice guy in person, but you got to convey your personality. You got to set the story for people. You got to tell people this is where we're going. And, you know, you got to, you know, if you don't have stabilization, you got to turn your camera off and just resign yourself to the fact that you're going to have set shots with a very still, and there's nothing wrong with that. You take your video and you move your camera location, you take another video. People, you know, people don't want to watch things where you're walking and the camera's just down on the ground. But he'll get better. He'll get better. Yeah, I imagine in LA it's a nightmare. So I told Marshall I wouldn't be in any rush to be hanging around in LA. How you doing, Lindsay? I wouldn't be in any rush to get down. Hey, Dee, how you doing, sweetie? Thank you. We have clear blue skies here, Norm. I saw a picture of an old hotel in Yuma, and their tagline is their tagline. Let this F-18 pass overhead. Listen to this. Things fly low, man. Their tagline was free night every day the sun doesn't shine is free. Yeah, I think we're going to try to make about 400 miles tonight, McFly. I mean, these things go streaking through the night. What's the channel name? Is Border Nomad. Yeah, you gotta, you know, and I'll communicate to him because he's a really nice guy. He's a real good guy, a real quality gentleman. I mean, he's approaching Mexico in the right way with the women, and he doesn't want to he doesn't go to strip clubs and stuff like that. He wants to meet, you know, a nice 30-plus-year-old Mexican woman in his travels down there, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that frequent flyer. Yeah, I think it'll make 400 miles. Yeah, Brown Bear Jamboree, it's 98 degrees right now. I mean, I was in San Diego, and we were over at North Park at the SRO, the LGBTQRSTUVWXYZ Club. And planes, it reminded me of Hong Kong. They were literally like 150 feet overhead landing at Lindbergh Airport in San Diego. That was crazy. I want to catch the cloud. No, he's a quality guy. He's a guy that's coming in with he's coming in with the right level of respect to Mexican society. He heard there's medical services to be had down there. I'm not going to disclose his medical issues, but he was down there to get treatment for medical issues. And in talking to this guy, you knew within 1 minute that this was a quality individual, with the way that the respectful way he spoke about the culture. And, you know, because Elvis would be like, oh, man, well, you know, we could hit a club or something, you know, Marshall. It's like, we could get a beer or something like that. And the guy's like, nah, I'm not, you know, that ship already sailed. I'm looking for a quality woman. She doesn't have to be in her 20s. I'm looking for a woman preferably in her 30s or older that's a real quality Mexican woman. And I said, I love that, man. I said, you got the right stuff. You got the right stuff to be down here. And we ran into him like, I think I ran into him 5 times down here on the streets of Los Algodones. Kerosene can melt steel. 911 was an inside job. Can't melt steel. Yeah, I think he'll give him a chance to learn. You know, don't put a 30-second video up, number one, and just think about the story you want to tell. Because I was like that night, he's like, you know, we saw him in Los Algodones. He's like, and the sun was going down, and you got to be back over the border 10 p.m. They close the gates, that's it. Okay, if you're not back, it's like you're spending the night in Mexico, okay? And he's like, hey, I'm going to be walking out to this Mexican graveyard. Elvis is sitting there, and I'm sitting in the seat, and Elvis is sitting in the seat. He goes one way like this, and I'm like, oh, my God, we couldn't believe you're going to walk out at dusk to a neighboring town. He's like, yeah, I want to video this cemetery. It has Spanish-American war vets in it and stuff like that. And we're like, are you insane? Do you know the wild dogs that are running around and that? Yeah, but I just want to do this. And I thought this is going to be a really epic video, but you have to be able to come on and set the story and tell people what you're doing. You know, you got to tell a story. I don't know what's going on, Sweet Meadow. YouTube does that stuff. They'll just unsub people randomly and resub them. I'm sorry, honey. Nice to see you. Yeah, you should walk along and talk, or just stop, talk while you're filming the scene, and then just walk on so your camera's not gone through conniptions. And when you get to your next thing, you want to say stop, point the camera at something else and talk. And then tell people what your objective of the night is, and then, you know, have the climax at the when you reach that grave, the Landeria, whatever town he was going to. He'll get squared away. He'll get done. So just try to give him some support and some encouragement. He's all new to this. He's all new to YouTube. He's a guy that might be traveling down the Baja Peninsula with us. You know, some folks live in a trailer with a good shot. There you go, Norm. Let's see. I get unsubbed from people. Ravens and Ribbons, what's going on, beautiful? How you doing? Hey, Ravens and Ribbon, I haven't seen your mom in a minute, man. Where has she been? I haven't seen her around in like forever. Thank you, Fun Nun. I'll be streaming as much as possible on the way back tonight. You're not going to see a lot through. Once we get in the mountains, you know our signals cook because we're in canyons and everything else. But we'll pick it up on the west side, hopefully. And then we got the big climb up the Grapevine too tonight out of LA. And thank you, J Money. I don't mind Elvis being on my streams, but you know, like it's a Rancho. He's not going to be on my morning chooches and stuff like that. I mean, he's going to be pretty independent doing his own. I got many masters when I get to the Rancho. First and foremost is Missy Jenn, and I got the boss and Janet and Bobby and other people. So yeah, he survived. It was quite an ordeal today. Had a specialized oral surgeon come in 10 o'clock on the dot. 15 minutes had that impacted wisdom tooth out. Waited an hour, then the regular dentist was done, did the other extractions and stuff. So it's all done, all that. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Vicky. I don't mind sharing. You know, like I say, I'm a gregarious person. I grew up in a huge family, and you know, everybody was always slapping the hell out of each other and talking. And it flip-flop sideways charts where if you flip your phone sideways, chat shows where Melvis. I'm not sure what that means. Hey Shannon, how you doing, sweetie? Oh, your mom hasn't felt where her lupus is constant. Oh, well, please send her my regards, would you? Please tell her I asked about her. Okay, anyway. And tell her I miss seeing her on the chats. Okay, and God bless. God bless. Okay, I always enjoyed her banter and her level-headedness. Please do. Yeah, I have a real soft spot for you and your mom. So yeah, I've missed her a lot. I've seen her in the chats, and I do miss people when I don't. I do miss people when I don't see them around. I sure do. I sure do. So, you guys, the next big thing will be the Las Vegas travels. Debbie Lynn, I would have pulled his tooth for free, Rosie. All I needed was a brick and string. There you go. That's it, man. The hillbilly way. Get that sucker around there. I bet you would. No problem, Terry. Thank you, Ravens. What's up, Sig? Please advise to just try. I'm not sure what you probably won't even be able to understand what he's saying anyway. Oh yeah, Lululemon Liquors, Abby. I hope she's doing okay. I know she's had some medical issues and stuff, I heard, so please send her my regards, okay? She never comes over to my chats, so I don't think she likes me very much. Shan's face, what is useless? Yeah, it got cold. Yeah, she's lucky to have you up there. I miss some folks too. Heard from Yuri. No, I haven't heard from him in a while. Do not want to see his mouth. Yay, Henderson says hello. Well, I helped Anderson get to over his 1,000 subs, right? Let's see. We're in a love song, can't be wrong. That's it. A little love song. I miss Mr. Chow, huh? Mr. Chow. Got Shannon in here. Oh yeah, I think Shannon. I didn't see Shannon in here. Hi Shannon, if you're in here. I hate to miss anybody. I feel like a dick when I miss somebody. So you know, this sure chooched this. Yeah, I'll be following him live because I always have to be concerned about a catastrophic breakdown, you know. Yeah, we're leaving tonight. As soon as the sun dips low, I'm gonna just grab a hot dog or something cheap, and then we're gonna hit the road. I'm gonna gas up, and it's gonna be a long night ahead of us on the road here. We're gonna lose you in the mountains. When that happens, I'll just end the stream, and then when we get out to when we get the signal again, I'll just start another stream because we have to. We're going to have to contend with going through LA tonight also, and we won't be hitting that at rush hour, thank goodness. So, Elvis Travel says, woo! I haven't seen Melton around too much. Oh, thank you very much, Norm. I appreciate it. I really do, and thank you for your support. It's wonderful. It helps keep this show on the road. Oh, you're gonna be traveling with me? Yay! Yeah, Chooch and Chong, Rosie and the Elvis. That's it. Missy Jenn is October 8th. I've been on the road 23 days this trip. Over 3 weeks now. Remember, I started it. First couple nights I was in Encinitas and I was enjoying the beach and enjoying the life. And next thing I knew, baby, I'm in the heat of Yuma, Arizona. And I came down there, it was 108 degrees when I stopped in El Centro to video that. So good times. My first trip was 44 days. This is 23 days. The one down the Mexico Baja will probably be on the order of about 60 days or so down there. So I just love the prospect of bringing you guys great content. No, I never heard from Dr. W again. Nope, nor did I hear from Pat, Mr. A, when he met us and stream sniped us when we got into when we first came over, and we stopped one night at a particular town, and Mr. A followed us on the road, and he followed us right into our location, and he was a really nice guy, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna hang with you guys the next day and show you town. Well, I messaged him a couple times, and I'm sure he's probably watching now. I messaged him a couple times, and I never heard anything back from him again. So, well, Jen, it's been fine. I mean, like I say, I love you, Jen, but Marshall and I have been friends for a lot of years on here, through a lot of thick and thin, and I don't co-sign everything that he does because he's a friend of mine, that's for sure. But I do own it, and that's the reality of it. Respect my mods. They run that sideshow out there. Okay. They're the ones that run that show. And Mouse Toes and Jen and Kim C, everybody had their hands full last night. I got something on the side of my mirror. A little misfire with the lipstick. Back this up a bit. Let's see if I can get a little bit of better location over here. Why don't we? Yeah, I think this will be good right here. Yeah, that's the intelligent thing to do if you don't like somebody just unsubbed. But I tell people the way it is. Amy, how you doing, sweetie? I actually do think he's probably a decent guy and seems polite when he's being himself. He has definitely had a good summer, and like I say, I'm not taking ownership of anybody's channel and ownership of anybody's personality, their whole being. I'm just here to have a travel and have a good time. Unfortunately, things aren't perfect. But a lot of this, once you realize it's all for the show, and you really put that in proper perspective of what's going on in a lot of other quarters of the Boyd and the drama community now. I mean, there was a chat I was listening to 2 nights ago that was so horrific that I turned it off. Okay, and there's no blowback on the terrible things that people say on those chats to each other, you know. And I just think to myself, there's got to be some equivalency in life, especially since this summer has been so good and it's been so positive. Santa Rosa to Salt Lake, to Vegas to Cheyenne, and to Omaha, Nebraska, and Toronto, and Battle Creek, Michigan, and Buffalo, and Baltimore, and Cumberland, Maryland, and Detroit, Chicago. There's now the Mexico. I mean, we're bringing a tremendous amount of content down here, and other people aren't on the point. I'm very happy. Yep. And that's all I care about, is bringing content, because over time, more and more people, when you're a travel channel on YouTube, it's inevitable that you start to pick up momentum, and the channels grow, and people enjoy to travel. You guys, through my camera, my cell phone camera, you've been able to see a lot of Mexico that you've probably never witnessed before, albeit it's border towns, but it's a very fascinating place. You've seen the food we've eaten. I haven't even put up yet the most enormous taco place in the history of the world, deep inside the city of Mexicali, doing our crazy taxi ride to the place, and then ending up in a place that was like, I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even know how to describe it except to put it up. Can someone talk about someone they hate? Well, that's what I say, Julie, Army Mom. It's just, if you don't like it, just move on. Just don't watch it. That's what I do. If I don't like, his sex urges are over the top. Yeah. But ask me if they ever get put into action. You can get away without a passport on border towns. You're not going to fly you're not going to go to an airport and get on a plane without a passport to Mexico. But if you're driving into a border town, they know a lot of people that are going in for medical care, dental, vision, other things, prescriptions. They're not going to have a passport. They can't really keep you out of the country if you have any kind of legitimate proof that you're in the United States. Yeah, they might hold you up for a couple minutes and talk to you. Tan chapter. There you go, Debbie Lynn. Got a white bikini and some tan chaps. There you go, Debbie Lynn. Let's get them, honey. Let's do a photo session. Good evening, cooking. My beautiful cooking with Kiwana. How you doing, honey? I saw your magnificent French toast, honey. Make sure you're subbed up to Cooking with Kiwana. She's going to be the next superstar in the cooking world on YouTube. Yeah, he knows he's winding people up, So it does work both ways. I know Jen. I know Jen. Okay, thank you, Susie. Love you. Yeah, you're welcome. Don't be afraid to walk, because they're not going to check your passport when you walk across. You're just walking in. The only place that did any kind of declaration in Mexico was Tijuana. The first time Marshall and I went, we had to fill out custom form, and you kept part of the stub. You're supposed to turn it in when you leave. Well, nobody ever collected it on the way out. Second time we went into Tijuana, they didn't even want me to fill in the form. They're just, go ahead, go through. So the other places, you're just walking through a turnstile and you're in Mexico, and that's it. There's no, I do get around. It's nothing compared to what's coming. Thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate that. Little by little, I think Marshall wants to focus more on travel now, which is good, and less of the state of the steering wheel crap and dirty deletes and all that kind of stuff. So where's the best to hop over the border for some dental? Los Algodones for sure. Absolutely, Los Algodones. It's amazing. It's amazing the array of dentistry that's over there. Optometrists, dentistry, optometry, a bit of like you can get Botox or Juvederm, those type of injections and things like that over there. Let's see. You're welcome, Hush. It ain't no big deal. Yeah, it's getting on. I don't know what the time is. 5:11 in the afternoon. So we'll probably be rolling out about 6:30 with the sunset tonight. It's 98 degrees. The heat came back up here again in Yuma, but it was. Oh, I woke up at 6:45 this morning. We had to be across the border at be in a dental chair at 10 a.m. And I slept so well last night, and man, I got up with the sunrise. It was so beautiful this morning, 74 degrees. I just sat there looking at the sunrise and the sky. It was so nice. Oh, we have the same color eyes, blue. Yes, we have the same color eyes. Jessica, Jennifer, I can't stand fall and winter. I told Jen, I can't do another winter at the Rancho. I get seasonal affective disorder, and I just get depressed, and I don't want to be a person that whines on YouTube, and I don't want to take antidepressants or anything like that, so I just put it in gear. Prairie blue, there you go, JK. How long it's going to take? It's going to be about a 650-mile journey. So, blue eyes crying in the rain. Debbie Lynn, you got to write a song, The Ghosts of Yuma. And I was thinking of them ghosts of Yuma and all the love that passed my way. And every night I have that vision of the ladies lovely in every way. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing wrong with staying home. Yeah, I got one of those lights. Yeah, I just want to be on the road. I want to be on the road where the sun shines, baby. I moved out of Massachusetts because I just can't take it anymore, Kim. And there's no snow. But last winter was so bad. The amount of rainy days, and it just sucked. And I start to drive Missy Jenn crazy, and she's just, get on the road, man, get out of here, I'm going south. I'm going to go down, hopefully, to the Baja Peninsula and do some travel and bring you guys some content there. I'm going to get a Mexican SIM card, throw it in my phone, and buy some high-speed data and just be chooching and doing all kinds of stuff. I was very limited with bandwidth down there. I was hoping Verizon would be a little bit better, but I did manage to get half of a decent live stream on the streets of Algorithm. But I want to go with great signal. I don't want a half-ass pixelated crap. Kawana, I'm heading back tonight. Marshall and I are going to be putting it in gear westbound on I-8. We have that climb again up the Cahota Pass and then into the San Diego area. We'll be intersecting I-5. We'll be making a right-hand turn and heading north. And we'll be heading through the OC, Irvine, Orange County, Anaheim, making our way all the way up through LA. Hopefully we don't have a lot of traffic to contend with. And then we have to climb the notorious Grapevine there, which is another very steep climb, and it's long going north. It's short and steeper climbing from south, coming from the north to the south. It's more of a long grade going the other direction. So Baltimore Clippers fight song, there we go. Bump bump bump, bring you Baltimore Clipper. Yeah, can't wait to get that going. I can't wait to do a little bit of baking and a few other things too out there. So bikini baking and everything. I make it like 650 miles, Jessica, Jennifer. We're going to try to knock off around 400 miles tonight. Yeah, I'll be back on the cooking pretty soon. So I'm looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to that. Looking forward to Las Vegas too. This will be my last fling of really summer, the last time to hit the pool. Going to be able to see Mr. X. I'm sure Mr. Dirty will be showing himself. I got Tim S down there, the guy who came up and brought weed and beer for our pop-up party. I'm going to see line screws, so it's going to be quite the event down there. Okay, thank you, Scott. Yeah, can't wait for that fight song. Yeah, and 4 scores. Yeah, and Mr. Z will be down there, so it should be a good time. I'm sure I'll see Vegas Vixen and Randy down there. The only missing piece of the puzzle will be D-Dubs. I'll definitely miss D, and I'll definitely miss D in Vegas. We'll tear it up. But you know what? D and I will be reunited again sometime in the future. Might be in Texas. What is a skipjack? It's a type of boat that they use for oyster harvesting. By law in the Chesapeake Bay and Maryland waters, you're not allowed to use power of any kind when you're dredging the Chesapeake Bay bottom for oysters. You're only allowed to do that under sail. And the skipjacks were developed to be the oystering boats of the Chesapeake Bay. They have one big single tall mast with a forward jib and a back and a mainsail in the back. So you don't see many left anymore. But you're required to not. You're not allowed to use power to scrape for oysters. You have to do it under sail only. Yeah, skipjack. Later, Scottish. Love you, honey. Send me a naughty picture. Just kidding. Thank you very much, Hush. I try to keep it positive on here. Oysters are expensive. I love raw oysters. I love oyster and bull roast. I'd love to go to buffets where they have oysters just sitting out. I can't wait to go to New Orleans and have the Acme Oyster House. There's so much I want to do. He might be getting his oil changed on the Lisa Marie. I'm not sure right now. Of his, honest to goodness, I don't know his exact location right now. He had to drop me off. We took the Lisa Marie down to the border, and because he doesn't like to leave his rig in unsecured parking. And when we came back out, he dropped me at my location and went on to do some stuff. I love seafood, but they eat oysters whole. I love oysters. A little bit of cocktail sauce. Woo! They're good. Man, they are good. So we'll see where our travels go. And it's definitely going to be a winter in the Southwest, whether that ends up being in Texas and other places. About the only border town I won't go to is El Paso, and I won't go over to Juarez over there. I've heard Juarez is just too badass over in Juarez, Mexico, and I'm not going to get involved with. Not going to get involved in that. There goes one of the prison trucks. They take these suckers out from the jail out on working on the roads. These big white school buses. I didn't miss your question. I was looking out the window, Kitten Cat. Let me see your question. Let me back up here. Give me a chance, Kitten Cat. You're always lowering the boom on me here. Where's the question? Let me see. Where is the question? I don't see a question here. Where is the question? Where's the question? You're very much boom worthy. I don't know. Speak to me like I'm a 5th grader, like you usually do. That way I can understand you better. Talk to me like I'm a 5th grader. Fucking Kitten Cat, so intellectual, you know. Talk to me like I'm a fifth grader, man. I've just been mind fucked in Mexico. Okay, just talk to me like I'm a fifth grader. I'm mind fucked, you know. I didn't see the question, man. Just give me a chance, right? Kitten Cat's always ready to pounce. Like, you know, if I was to meet Kitten Cat, her first order of business would be to pop that wig, baby. Woo! I do enjoy Kitten Cat. You know, I cannot, you know, the beautiful thing about Kitten Cat, Kitten Cat tells it, I want to see what's under the wig. Kitten Cat, you know, it takes a very intelligent person to walk the line. Okay? And Kitten Cat walks the line. In other words, Kitten Cat, I've never seen Kitten Cat ever curse anybody. I've never seen Kitten Cat drop the F-bomb on a side chat. Kitten Cat gets right down to the nub of, you know, the hard Scrabble questions. And if you kick Kitten Cat out as a result of that, now you're not required to answer, but you're not going to kick somebody out for asking tough questions and being critical. And Kitten Cat is sometimes critical on some, but she's been complimentary. He or she's been complimentary too. But I don't kick somebody out for asking a tough question. Although I've seen Kitten Cat get the royal boot from some other chats because people think that they're being trolled or whatever. I don't see Kitten Cat as a troll. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't see Kitten Cat as a troll. I really don't. I see Kitten Cat as a nice person. Let's see. Not a nice person, but just an intelligent person. It's just gonna put it out there. That's the way I feel. Molly's bullying. Who the hell's Molly? Tiger Kitty, what's going on? I don't really know Molly. Do I know Molly? Yeah, I'm just saying, so I don't ever have you'll never see Kitten Cat be blocked off of my chat. I've done some stuff that Kitten Cat would like to take my head and put it in a blacksmith's vise and just twist that baby until that melon just popped like a ripe watermelon, man. I know that, okay? But, you know, I'm not playing a game, and I stand my ground, and I tell people what I'm doing and where I'm going, and you know, you don't always have to agree with the choices that I make in life. And Kitten Cat maybe agrees with 5% of the choices that I make in life, but that's no reason to give somebody the boot out of a chat. Oh, stop talking about your head in a vice. You know, I think it's pretty funny. Listen to F-18. Man, these things just roar down here. They come in an attack formation too, and they got the center guy, and they'll peel off from the two guys on the right, then they'll straighten out and do a dive like they're coming in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd rather use chemicals and light to brainwash you. That would be it. Yeah, that would be it. So, but what I'm saying is, the point is, I can't consider somebody that has a difference of opinion a troll. Like Space Ace, I can't. You know, Space Ace is a highly intelligent person. I'm sub to his channel. You can hear the way he talks. You know, I can't call Colleen Aloha a troll, because she has a difference of opinion about things. She's not a person that curses. She's not a person that rants. She's a person that has opinions. You know, what am I supposed to do? I don't block these people because they, you know, Whiskey OG makes fun of me, and Marshall, big deal. You know, Nor Becker and other people. I mean, it's like, grow a pair, you know. Yeah, absolutely, Space Ace. I find you very intelligent. Yeah, it's the sound of freedom, Kim, see? And you'll see that I rarely ever reach out in my own chat and ever have to touch to put anybody out, because my mods are perfecto. They're the best mods on YouTube, period. And I don't care whether they came from the drama community or whatever. And let's face it, guys, if you can have some mods from the drama community spend time on the Boyd, you're doing something pretty darn good, okay? Because these chicks are battle hardened, baby, okay? These chicks have been through, they must have campaign ribbons all over their t-shirts and stuff they wear from the crap that they've been through. Thank you, Green Bay Wacky. Nice to see you. Yeah, you got to have a sense of humor, and you got to realize that you're going to do things that are going to piss people off, and just recognize it. So, I mean, that's the way I feel. Nice to see you, Green Bay Wacky, another great channel to a positive guy, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Sorry I didn't get a chance to meet up with him up there. Love his humor, love Cab 7. I don't really know Ghost, whoever the Ghost guy is. The only thing I will say about Ghost, and I'm just going to put it out there, whoever that Ghost guy is, you know, when people give you something, you should be appreciative of it, okay? And I thought, I didn't know you from Adam, and I made a donation to you. It is nice to thank people, and a decent sized donation. It is nice to say, you know, when you needed housing and things like that, you really should make a point to thank people, you know. Virtually every time Norm has ever done something for me, I pick up the phone and talk to him and say thank you. You know, I can't just not be appreciative of what people do. My mods are great. Take care, McFly. Take care. I'm doing good, Sherry Russell. I'm so glad to see you here. But we are trolls and get blocked by certain. Well, that's what I'm saying, Terry. But I'm not that person. Yeah, I'm blessed, man, with the mods that I have. I mean, I was when those particular ones came forward and said because they know I'm. Let's face it, guys. They know I'm going to do stuff that's going to get me in the deep end of the pool. And there's going to be some chats last night when Marshall's speaking his opinion and I'm talking. It's going to fill up with a lot of people. And we had close to 280 people on last night. And it gets crazy. And sometimes I got to think, should I slow down the chat and put the slow mode on? And I'm like, nah, I got my mods out there. Yeah, they are very fair mods, and they're not, as I've said to you before, they're not here to kiss my ass. I know the way Jen feels about Marshall, but does that disqualify for her from being a mod? Take care, Kawana. Does that disqualify her from being a mod? Heck no, I'm not here to stand up for, I'm here to let people have their say on here. So, hey, LaDonna, how you doing? And I got Toots in the chat. I like that. It is, let me check the times, 5:29. Listen to these planes. Woo! They're coming in hot, baby, in Yuma. Oh, every 2 minutes for weeks I'm like, I guess you get used to it, I don't know. Somebody said, Rosie, you fucked up. You should have gotten your little rat tooth gap, your little hillbilly gap tended to. I'm sorry, some of us are using headphones. I know. I love you guys too. Kim C's so wonderful, lost her mom a few weeks ago and just right back in the saddle. Yeah, Vlogger Puppet, nobody was on more in 2015 than I was on Vlogger Puppet, so it's good to see him. Good to see us getting a little bit of attention on the Vlogger Puppet. We're on the road to nowhere. That's right, Norm. We're on the road to nowhere. Ultimately, we're all on the road, ashes to ashes and dust to dust. They're not allowed to break the sound barrier anymore around here. They have to go deep into the deserts to do that now. The sonic booms. I really like Space Ace. He's an independent guy. he says, I'll be a solo artist now. I'm not going to be part of a gang. I'm going to just put up my own videos and have my say about stuff in his own way. I wish he would allow comments on his videos. His comment section's turned off, but that's his deal. Yeah, my puppet needs a lift, I know. But it's better than the two-dimensional thing I used to be, a cutout thing. So I'm happy, I mean, like I say, the parodying has gone on for years, certainly not to the extent of Marshall, but it's certainly picking up steam. But, if you're out there and you're kind of different kind of characters, it's going to go with, I mean, isn't that what makes YouTube watchable, is, a person you love to hate and a person that you got to scratch your head and just say, why? I'm still fighting this freaking sun over here. Let me swing over here. There we go. Okay, hopefully the sun won't shine too much in the back window here. Yeah, I like my, the van is very cozy. I sleep better here than I do at home, believe it or not. Isn't that weird? Yeah, Kim C is, I know, she said, I just don't like his disrespect, but, will that ever change, Kim C? Time mellows all, but basically, who knows? But I do know travel keeps people focused. A van build, the positivity of all this summer has been amazing. YouTube is great in moderation. Parody is the greatest form. Yeah, and it makes a point, and it takes creativity. Let's face it, it takes creativity to do parody. I don't care whether it's Whiskey OG or Norbecker or Boyd, or Sig. All these people take a lot of time to put parodies together, and that itself is an art form. That's why I don't strike people that use my content. Ain't none of us superstars, okay? And you can see a lot of people borrow very heavily from my videos and stuff like that. I mean, I really don't care, It's like YouTube should have a separate carve out for parody. That's real fair use, 80-year-old now. Pam. No, I didn't hear that. Did anybody hear that Pam and Ricky, the porch, are off of YouTube? No, I did not. Yeah, stickers was good. I'm just tired of him ripping US. Well, it's just, from his level, it looks rippable to him. Yeah, that's right, Green Bay. Oh, yeah, well, I'm going to be doing electronic repairs when I get back. I'm not going to be spending every friggin' minute on the camper van, I can tell you that. I've got electronic projects stacked up that got to be done. And I want to have vintage audio listening experiences. I want to do some metal detecting season's coming up. More of that. Take Marshall out to the gun range. Kelly, how you doing, honey? I don't know if you got my message. Please contact me on, I don't really do Instagram for contact, but I can make it like new at gmail.com, and we can communicate better. Dave really fell from grace. Which one? Dave the Fisherman? Dave the Fisherman? Yeah, it's going to be good stuff coming up. Baking, cooking. Marshall's like, I can't wait to have that lemon meringue pie on the Rancho. I was like, Marshall, when I'm bikini baking, don't be looking in the window and doing nasty stuff, Shoot, yeah, thank you, Kim. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. Wow. Man, these planes are so low. That would be scary if you were in a foreign country at war with the U.S. and you heard those babies coming in. You can't see them, but you can hear them. Pam said man went to look with gun. Pam said man went to their house with gun, so deleted her channel. Wow. 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 Oh, okay. How you doing, Jan? Orchard's gone. Wow. Were they really that controversial? I know they got involved in a lot of heavy-duty stuff, but yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I don't know. Wow. That's really hard to comprehend. I always thought if you came down to a house, my house, with a gun, you'd probably be shot. Okay, I can't speak for Pam and Rick. Probably I'm not going to waste them, but if you're brandishing any kind of firearm or something on the Rancho, it's on. You know, I wonder what kind of kook would do that. Okay. I hope they just hid their channel for a while. Did I have something to do with YouTube or personal problem? I'm not sure. Did it have something? I don't know. All right, I'll let you. I'm going to do a little thing like Marshall. I'm going to let you guys dox my location now. Okay? See how good you guys are? Dox my location, baby. I gave you plenty of clues right there. Maybe we'll see another... Oh, Camp Lejeune. Maybe we'll see another jet fly by. We'll see how good you guys are. Oh, you got a tat. I'm still thinking about getting a tattoo. Doesn't it shake the house, Kelly? It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's terrible. I hope that they're back. They, you know, when they're doing their humor thing, they're great. A tough one. You got to be tough on YouTube. I mean, I've had cops busting in the door. I've had all kinds of, you know, I get all day long, my phone's binging off with people, crazy calls. Yeah, you guys are good. Let's see if you're good. Let's see if we get another flyby here. There goes a regular. I don't know what that plane is. It's gonna. Where is that sucker? There he is. I don't know what kind of plane that is. Just a regular. Where am I, guys? Where am I, you trolls? I'm in Yuma, baby. Oh, your hubby was born on Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, baby. Like a liver bit better. Somebody will recognize it. But it's been fascinating to see some of these planes. What's really freaky is at nighttime. I guess I'm probably at the north end of Yuma. Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think I'm at the north end of Yuma here. Okay, Kelly. Well, how do you like North Carolina? It's quite a change from the UK, honey. On the highway, heading out. The club in Lejeune. In a van on a side street. Live stream. There you go, Green Bay. I'll see a van like yours out and about. There's Rosie. Oh boy. Yeah, I know you. How do you like that humidity? I know where you are, but won't say. I used to go to Yuma all the time for work, but that's right. I'm on the north end up here. That's it. Getting that beautiful sky. Sunny almost every day in Yuma. The sun shines. The sun shines. Oh, it's been in the 90s. It finally got a cold front coming through there. Nice. Sand fleas on Paris Island. You know who else went to, no, I think Camp Lejeune is Marine. Is that Marine Corps? No, that's Paris Island. I think Bobby was at, Camp Lejeune. He was an Army cook. Yeah, this is the van that had the manifold issue. Thank goodness it's running good. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ooh, yeah, Camp Lejeune is Marines mostly. Okay. Bobby was at another camp in North Carolina. Oh, Paris Island is basic training. Woo! The sun might be warm. Yeah, it's tough here in the summertime. I can tell you, it gets up around over 100, 108, 110. Then you're really cooking with gas out here. Well, guys, I'm going to figure out where Marshall is. I'm going to grab something to eat. I will be live streaming on the way out of here tonight. I may do the initial leg on the Rosie Murphy channel, and then once we run into the canyons and mountains, I won't have any signal. I'll start on Rosie Murphy channel, and then I'll be live once we pick up signal again in the greater San Diego area. I will be on the Rosie O'Kelly channel. We're gonna take off in, what time is it now? About 45 minutes, I think. So thank you. What happened to my finger? I'm not sure. I cut it on a cactus or something over there. Thanks for being along, guys. Thanks for being on the Chooch today, and see you on the road. Woo! No, we're not going to drive. We're going to hopefully do about 400 miles tonight. So we shall see. All right, guys. Thanks for being on the chat, and I'll see you on the road.